So guys, it seems like the penny stocks are in play again this week, and we've seen many penny stocks, right, pushing up by more than 10, 20, 30% over the past few days, right? And these are some of the penny stocks. Look at this. We have like 𝐻𝐸𝐬𝐢, Thomson Medical, Anchor Resources, China Star Food, all moving up by like 5 to 10%, right? But there are two penny stocks and I want to cover today, and these two penny stocks I actually covered just about 3 weeks back. I talked about two of them, and both of them have kind of like move up a bit. So I would say that many of these penny stocks, it comes and go. Volume can just go up, and next day it can just be nothing. Right? So you want to be careful if you're touching penny stocks. Hey guys, Joey here, top tier reminds here in Philips Securities and chief trainer at Trading Impossible. There are two penny stocks which I've talked about 3 weeks back, and I would say they are still in my watch list, and we kind of like saw some bullish signals coming out in these two penny stocks. So today we're going to look at these two penny stocks again, and they are none other than Oceanus, alright, and Julian Chemical right over here. So this is Oceanus. We look at the charts, we look at the system again to see what it says, and also this is Julian Chemical right over here. So these two penny stocks, Julian Chemical and Oceanus, which are still in my watch list, and I still think that they can potentially be a bit more upside, and I like these two, compared to many others that you see over there. You just want to be careful if you're touching these penny stocks, but these two are pretty much what I'm looking at right now, right? So yes, do stick around all the way to the end of this video if you want to find out what are the potential targets for these two stocks, and what are some of the signals that we have got from my 1GT, my one good trend system that kind of guides us on when to get in and when to get out. So let's take a look at what Oceanus is doing right over here. So let me just click on it and let's take a look very quickly. For Oceanus, it is pretty much in the fishing and farming sector. I would say abalone kind of a producer. They have a production capacity of approximately 26,000 abalone tanks. Alright, and yeah, it works with an Australian processor for the supply of abalone meat for canning and making dried abalone. They also do like premium seafood like fish, prawns, sea cucumber and all that. Pretty much frozen seafood products, and that's where they kind of distribute to the rest of the world as well. Okay, so this is Oceanus Group. So let's take a look at the chart for Oceanus Group right now to see what it says. So this is Oceanus, right, as of the 18th of February, alright, Thursday, 3:45 p.m. The market is trading live, and it is currently trading at about 0.067, right? So just about 3 weeks back, and check out my YouTube, my Facebook page. That's where I had published a video on the two stocks, Julian Chemical and Oceanus, and it was then trading at about 0.0, I would say 50, somewhere around here. Alright, just about 3 weeks back, and we are pretty much consolidating below this very critical 0.055, right, the 55 cents level, and we kind of broke that level, and that's where more upside came back. So we kind of like push up all the way until like the 7 cents, more than, I would say, another 10 to 15% upside, like we see more than 20% upside, and that's where some profit taking came back again. And that's where we started to consolidate, I would say, over the past 2 weeks, like we're seeing right over here, which is healthy, right? We want to see counters like this, instead of just pushing up by more than 20-30% over the 1 or 2 days. It's good to now kind of push up. That's where they kind of hit a bit of resistance, and that's where we can see a bit of consolidation, which is healthy. All right, so right now you can see we are pretty much back to some sideways consolidation, and the support would now be, so it was initially at about 0.055, but it seems like this support has been raised higher to about that 0.060, the 6 cents, right? So right now you can see it's quite a clear sideways consolidation, all right, from 6 cents to 7 cents right over here, right? In fact, over the past 1 week, we have seen a bit of temporary support coming back about that 0.065, right? 6.5 cents, that is the immediate support. After 6.5 cents, it would be that critical 6 cents. And look at this right over here, look at this, the 20 days moving average. This green line all this while has been like sloping upwards, and it also kind of coincides with this 6 cents support level that I've drawn right over here. Okay, so this is the support for Oceanus, anything from like 6 to 6.5. I think that's where buyers might start to come out again to accumulate on dips, and we might see a potential rebound back to that 7 cents level. So yes, that would be Oceanus for now, pretty much sideways consolidation in an uptrend. And in terms of the trend, I think it still looks quite intact in the upwards direction, right? As long as we hold above that 6 cents to maybe 6.5 new support level. Okay, so this is Oceanus, but we want to really see some really good bullish actions coming back in again. I mean, they've kind of like touched about about 2 to 3 times near that 7 cents, and sellers are pretty much coming back to take some profit and push prices back down, which is normal, as I say, right? But we want to see really prices kind of like approaching that level, and kind of hopefully we see some good bullish price action coming back with it breaking that 7 cents. Right now there are a lot of sellers there, so it probably take a while, maybe next week, maybe next few weeks. All right, but if we do break that 7 cents, that's where we can raise our target higher towards that probably 8 cents level, or maybe even higher. All right, but right now that would be the cap about that 0.07 cents. That would be the immediate resistance level they have seen, that 0.070 level. Okay, so this is Oceanus as of the 18th of Feb today. So let's take a look at the system to see what it says. Are there any bullish signals that came out, or any exit that came out? Because in the last video about 3 weeks back, I talked about a bullish signal that came out, and we want to see what it says right now. Okay, so this is Oceanus on the 1GT, alright, the one good trend system that I have, that kind of guides us on when to get in and when to get out, and also kind of like allows us to focus on just a few stocks that we want to just think about, and that's where we want to take our entry at. Right, so this is Oceanus, and I mentioned that somewhere around here, just about 3 weeks back, we're consolidating below that 0.055 level, and I talk about this signal that came out right over here on the end of 2020 on the 30th of December. We actually had a bullish 1GT signal. Look at this, a green arrow pointing up, right? Pretty much consolidating, and then we got this signal, and it was when it kind of broke that 3 cents and went all the way up to 6 cents, like more than 50 to 80% gain in just about 3 weeks, right? And yeah, we were pretty much just about 3 weeks back over here, but another 3 weeks have passed, right? And this is where we are right now. So we actually got an exit signal. Look at this right over here, just about about 1 week plus back, 8th of Feb, we actually had a 1GT exit signal, all right, for that previous entry. All right, so we got entry, we got an exit, and what happens is just about 2 days back, we got a new, look at this right over here, a new 1GT, a one good trend, same thing like what we see over here. All right, this is 30th of December, this is like 16th of Feb. All right, just about 2 days back, we got a new 1GT, one good trend bullish signal, right? So that is pretty much a good sign, but of course we're going to wait for a bit more confirmation. As I say, if we do break that 7 cents immediate resistance level, that is where I think this signal will start to play out quickly. We might start to push higher, probably to 8 cents to 9 cents, and this is what I'll be watching over the next few days. So yes, pretty much we got a new 1GT bullish signal right here, same as what we have seen on 30th December, and there are no exit signals. So yeah, I want to wait and see if there are any bullish actions that play out over the next few days, and if we do break that 7 cents level, that would be a good move for more upside momentum to come back fast. Okay guys, so let's go on to take a look at the second penny stock I'd like to share with you, and that would be Julian Chemical. So before we talk about that, I would appreciate if you can give me an early thumbs up. It will definitely help out the YouTube channel, and thank you so much for doing this, right? So let's go into talk about Julian Chemical right now. So this is Julian Chemical. Very quickly, let's take a look at what this company is doing. We have kind of covered this company about 3 weeks back as well, and pretty much Julian Chemical is in the chemical business. They are like producing DMF and methylamine, all right, and they have annual manufacturing capacity of over 150,000 tons of DMF. So they have like a storage and distribution facility in Changzhou, and they kind of handles approximately 40,000 tons of DMF annually. All right, so yeah, this is pretty much in a chemical sector, and that's where they produce and they distribute these chemicals to the rest of the world. All right, so let's take a look at what's happening in terms of the charts for Julian Chemical right now. So this is Julian Chemical right here, trading at about 0.108, right, about a 10.8 cents mark right over here. So just about 3 weeks back, we actually saw a bit of profit taking right over here, and I mentioned that it could potentially hit to some levels whereby a rebound can happen, or buyers might start to come back. So I talked about this level, about 0.095 level right over here, and that was previously the resistance we have seen somewhere in November, and that's where we could expect a bit of some bargain hunting to come back, buyers starting to accumulate on dips again, right? And true enough, we did hit to that level just about 3 weeks back, and buyers started to come back right over here, and it kind of rebounded from that 0.095, and it, of course broke that 10 cents level all the way up, and we are currently at about 0.108. So what is the upside for now? So I would say that the fact that it kind of rebounded from this 95 level, the upside rebound target might be a bit lesser in terms of the reward, because we have kind of like rebounded again. All right, and if it does hit back to that 95 to 10 cent level, that would be a good level to start accumulate again. But right now you can see we are somewhere in the center of this range, which is at 0.095 to that 12 cents, right? So the upside probably is like for now 0.108 all the way to about 12 cents. So not much of an upside, about 10 to 11% upside, compared to just about 3 weeks back, whereby the upside is like more than 20 to 24%. So we are right in the center now. So if you are taking a long position for now, I would say in terms of the reward, it might not be that much compared to like 3 weeks back. But yeah, I mean, we can still potentially head towards the immediate resistance level at about 12 cents. These 12 cents, I think I talked about in the video about 3 weeks back. 12 cents is key, right? We kind of touched that level somewhere in November before selling and breaking down the support and went all the way down, right? So this 12 cents is where we might actually attempt to push there again before some profit taking comes back. So I think for Julian Chemical, it still looks quite good in terms of the uptrend. Look at this, as I mentioned, the red line, 100 days moving average, is still pointing up, right? Blue line is still pointing up. So mid to long term trend, it still looks good. But of course, in the short term, like what we have seen, we saw a bit of sell down, buyers came back, and right now we are pretty much consolidating. So this is the range, I would say, from maybe 10 cents to 12 cents. This would be the 2 cents range we'll see, right? So if it does hit towards maybe the 10 cents level, it could be a good opportunity to kind of like get in again, load up to ride the rebound. But more importantly, we want to really get past this 12 cents level. I think if we do get past this 12 cents, all right, with some really good bullish price action spotted, that's where we can see probably the upside momentum starting to come back fast, and we might push to like 13 cents or maybe even 14 cents. That would be the revised target if we do get past that level. But right now, this would be the range from about 10 cents to 12 cents, and anything above 0.095, I think the uptrend still looks good, all right, and that's where we can still see a rebound from these support levels. Okay, so this is Julian Chemical. So let's take a look at the 1GT system, the one good trend system that I have to kind of see if there are any bullish or exit signals that came out recently. So this is Julian Chemical on the 1GT system that I have, and just about 2 days back, somewhere on the 15th of Feb 2021, we actually had a 1GT bullish signal right over here when it kind of like went above that 105 level. There was a bit of a bullish action, so that was where we had a signal, right? But over the past few days, you can see it's pretty much just moving sideways. So whenever we have this signal, is where we want to kind of like focus on this counter and we'll wait to see if there are any more good bullish actions above some of those key resistance level, or maybe above that day's high. All right, and over the past few days, it seems like that have not played out yet. But I think if we do get past that 115 or maybe even that 120, that 0.120, the 12 cents level that I talked about just now, I think this signal will really start to play out. We might see the upside momentum come back fast all the way to like 13 and 14 cents, and that's where we might potentially see an exit signal then. But right now, as I say, it still looks good above the support at about 10 cents. We might see a bit of sideways consolidation, but I'm looking to see if we can break that 12 cents level to kind of push higher, and that's where the uptrend can continue further, right? So this is Julian Chemical on the 1GT, the one good trend system that I have, right? That kind of guides us on when to enter and when to exit, and also allows us to just focus on just a few counters whereby there might be a bit more upside potential in the coming weeks or coming days. Okay, so Julian Chemical right over here, we got a 1GT bullish signal. We're waiting to see if there can be a bit more bullish actions over the next few days or next 1 or 2 weeks to take the upside further. Yes guys, there we have it. We have covered the 2 penny stocks again, and these 2 penny stocks are Oceanus and Julian Chemical. So yes, we have covered it like 3 weeks back. They've like kind of pushed up a bit, but I do think that there could still be a bit more upside, especially if some of those key resistance level were to break through and more momentum comes back. Okay, so yes, I hope you like this video, and if you have, right, be sure to smash the subscribe button and subscribe if you have not yet done so that you will not miss out on videos like this. And of course, give me a like as well. It will definitely help out the YouTube channel, right? So thank you so much for watching. Joey here. I look forward to see you in the next video.